Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Here it is March 11th, 2019. I'm your host, the big man on campus. Another week, another dollar. Hope you had a great weekend. We're back. It's championship week. We will have Selection Sunday in 6 days. How about that? Season has went very quick. And we are one step closer to the NCAA tournament. We are about, 9 days away to the big day. Want to let everyone know if you're going to be in New Jersey during the tournament, you should come down and say hello. I'll be at Ocean Resort Casino, Hotel, and Spa during the tournament. You should come say hello. If you're in the area of Atlantic City, Philadelphia, North Jersey, Central Jersey, wherever you're at, come say hello. I've been to Atlantic City, 40% of my life probably. If you would take all the minutes of my life, I've probably been Atlantic City and Jersey for 40% of them. So it's like my second home. It'll be good to be down there when it's not summer and you can just really kind of focus on sports betting. It's great. You get a room. I have a suite in this sense, and you just bet all day, sleep, wake up, bet all day, go to sleep. Bet all day, wake up. It's just great. You don't even leave the casino. That's how great the Ocean Resort is. You don't even leave the hotel. Everything you want is there. It's very simple. Really looking forward to that. I know plenty of you guys will be down there. A lot of people I know from Jersey will be down there and Philly. So should be a fun time. Very much looking forward to the tournament this year with the first season of legal sports betting in New Jersey. So that should be fun. Also, make sure, as always, you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're saying hello. If you're out there and you're wondering where the chat is, make sure you support the show and retweet the show. Guys, let's not just make that a one-day thing. Everyone retweet the show. If you're out on Twitter, retweet the show. It's the best way to get it out to people that might not know we're on. We want to make sure all the shows get great support. Also, if you're looking for a breakdown of any conference college tournament, I'm doing them all on this channel. So make sure you check those out. A couple of people here: James, Isaac, Shane, Dustin, Russ, Ron, AJN, Corey, Guan, Master, Jeff Cook, Corey H, Adam, Alan, Jesus, John, all of you, thanks for checking us out. Also want to tell everybody about MyBookie. Make sure you're supporting our sponsor here, MyBookie. The conference tournaments are in full effect. It's championship week, and March Madness is next week. Make sure you're in the game with MyBookie. You can use promo code BMOC. Again, BMOC when you're opening your account, and you get yourself a 50% bonus by signing up using that promo code. So make sure you're supporting the show. Make sure you're going and getting a MyBookie account. There are all sorts of things to bet on. There are contests to enter. You get a reload bonus if you happen to go broke, and they secure your winnings quickly, and you get them quickly. It's the fastest way to get your winnings. You can get paid in Bitcoin, which makes it the easiest. You have all sorts of ways to get paid at MyBookie. Make sure you're checking it out today. MyBookie.ag. Use promo code BMOC. Make sure you're in the game so you don't miss anything. Use promo code BMOC at MyBookie. What's up, Brian, Mr. Coates, John, Adam, Master C's. Going to be a great week. Yes. Dominique Jackson, Jay Smitty, Maddie Drama, Dominic, Sandy, Sean, Ben G, Matt Varnum. What's happening? Shadow's in here. Welcome in. Will I be selling a tournament package? No. You can email me now, and you can just get a monthly service. That'll cover you for the entire tournament. What else do we have here? Bradley, AB, all of you guys, thanks for checking us out. All right, guys, let's get into some games here. We'll try to do as many games here as we can with plenty of options. It's free agency in the NFL. That stuff is coming in fast and furious. We got all sorts of things going on in the world of sports. But right now, it's all about college hoops. Let's get into it. I'm not going to hit every single game. You guys know I'm not a big MAC guy. You have 4 MAC games tonight, which get going. Let's look at some other ones. Delaware heading on the road to take on Hofstra. Again, there's no real road here. This is in Charleston, South Carolina, North Charleston to be exact. Hofstra laying 10.5 here in the semifinals, total 147. You look at Hofstra this year, guys. We all know what they were all about. They had the big 17-game win streak, and they had so many great things go their way for a long period of time. And listen, it was all gravy when Hofstra faced Delaware. You look at them both meetings this year, neither were close. Crushed them by 22 and 45. Delaware was never in any of these games. And you look at the defensive output by the Blue Hens, none of them were good. They give up 92 and 91 in both games. In one of the games, they lost to Hofstra 91 to 46. Just a pitiful production by Delaware. Not one player was in double figures, and they were 5 for 24 from 3 and had 13 turnovers. They actually had more personal fouls and turnovers than they did 2-point baskets. So it was an incredibly rough 2 games when Delaware faced Hofstra. And you ask yourself, I mean, does anything really change here? Hofstra has played well all year. Hofstra's been the best team in this conference all year. And they're a team that I feel will face Northeastern in the final. You ask yourself, how does Delaware stop Hofstra? I mean, they're 332nd in the country in defensive efficiency. For anyone that's curious, there's only 353 teams. So the likelihood of them giving up more than 80 points here is pretty likely. You ask yourself, I mean, can Hofstra score 7 or give up only 70? Delaware's not really shown that they can score. I mean, what makes you think they're going to score here? Again, I know Delaware's playing better, but I thought they got a pretty decent matchup in the first round. William & Mary was poor all season. Coming into the tournament, they had lost 4 in a row, including that big loss to Hofstra. Again, I think Delaware's going to have to be incredibly good from the 3-point line to cover in this game. And you look at the Blue Hens, that is certainly possible. They are a pretty decent 3-point shooting team. They're 32nd in the country and 6th in the league. But you look at overall, just not very good. They're not good defensively. They're not good offensively. I just don't really know how any kind of shift change or home stadium or whatnot is going to change much here. If I had to, I would lay the points here with Hofstra. You just got to hope they can close it out because defensively, Hofstra, hasn't exactly been, unstoppable. They've given up. Really, the last game against James Madison was a nice game. They only gave up 67, which is kind of different. They'd be giving up 75, 80, give up 99 and 82 and 95. They're giving up a lot of points regularly. So, a lean here, if I had to play it, I would probably take Hofstra. Let's keep it going here. What else do we have? College of Charleston and Northeastern. College of Charleston, obviously, this is a quasi-home game. It is not in their home stadium, but it is in their city. So you have to feel like, they're always at an advantage. Keep in mind, this is the last year the CAA will be in Charleston. It's actually moving to Washington, D.C. next year. So obviously keep that in mind for next year. But you look at these teams, not sure if we have 3 points difference. It should be a pretty close game for the most part. Northeastern, a team that uses a lot of ball screens in their offense. Vjasa Pusica, the Serbian, is their best player. They use a lot of ball screens surrounding him that makes him really difficult to beat. You look at the last game they played, 88-79. It did go to overtime, but Charleston was able to get the win. So they were able to score. You look at this game, 88-79 in the last one. First time they played, it was 69-60. So, obviously a better game defensively, obviously, in the first one, but that was a long time ago. That was back on January 17th. You look at both these teams, I don't see any reason they don't score against each other. I mean, Charleston is not the normal Charleston. This team has struggled defensively. Both these teams in the mid-200s as far as defensively. They're not particularly good. Charleston is actually 10th in 2-point defense, Northeastern 6th. Both these teams should have some good success scoring the basketball. You only have a total here at 139. I think I'm confident that both these teams will hit 70. I think this is like a 74-70 type of game, 75-69. I could totally see that here. I think this finds a way to get over 139. I'm interested on why this total is only 139. Obviously, this being a semifinal, possessions late can be a bit more elongated. Obviously, possessions mean more, but this isn't a big total at 139. Not bad at all. Wisconsin, Green Bay headed on the road to take. I keep saying headed on the road. I'm so used to road games, but this game is up in Detroit. Green Bay against Wright State. Wright State laying 5.5, total 148.5. You look at these two teams, both playing very well. Green Bay is a team that a lot of people thought would be a sleeper in this conference tournament. You look at the way they've been playing. They've been playing fantastically. Actually beat Wright State a few games ago. The thing that you like about Green Bay is they're a really big team. They're one of the biggest teams in this conference, and they're really long. They're a team that has a lot of length. They're really tough to score on because they are so long. And they've really made some differences. They moved some people around in their rotation. Defensively, they've looked a lot better. I mean, you look at this team, really have done a nice job defensively, really since kind of their early February. They've looked real solid at times defensively. And you look at Wright State. I mean, I'm not really going to go out on a limb and say they're great defensively. They're not. You look at in conference, Wright State is number one efficiency defense, but you look at what they're going to have to defend here. They're going to have to defend a lot of transition, a lot of good half-court offense, and they're not particularly good two-point defense. You look at this conference, sixth in the conference for Wright State, and a conference that's not particularly good defensively. So, you're giving up almost 53.5% from the two-point line. Green Bay doesn't shoot a lot of threes, which is their kind of goal on defense. They don't turn it over either, which is the way Wright State really is able to be so good defensively. They're a big turnover team. This Green Bay team is fantastic at not turning the basketball over. Both these teams really work for turnovers. That's kind of their big thing. But I like the way Green Bay rebound. They can really neutralize, I think, Wright State there. They're a long team. And, offensively lately, they've been really solid. I think their matchups will pose kind of a problem for Wright State. I just don't know that I see 5.5, 6 points difference here. This number come down from 6.5. It's at 5.5 now. So, obviously, you look at sharp action early was on Green Bay. The number came down a little bit. I think sharps pretty much grabbed the 6.5 pretty early. Now it's down to 5.5. So, for me, I definitely would lean Green Bay. Wright State's good, and they could very well win. I mean, I don't think everyone's ever correct with everything they play, but both these teams, I think they're pretty similar. Neither team shoots the three particularly well. Both teams, are pretty good from the half court. In the half court, you're getting to the lane, but I like what Green Bay does a little bit better defensively, and I like the fact that they don't turn the ball over. Next one, Northern Kentucky and Oakland. This is a good game. Oakland, the Golden Grizzlies. So, people say all the time how good a coach Greg Kampe is, and no one really gives him the type of respect that he should get. I mean, you look at all the good players that he's lost over the years. Guys like, Kay Felder, guys last year like Kendrick Nunn. I mean, they've lost a lot of talent, and this guy continues to find ways to kind of rehash and bring guys in and do good things. I mean, he brings in Kamari Newman from George Mason. That was a nice addition. He's brought in kind of some homegrown guys as well, guys that have been able to fit this system. Xavier Hill-Mays has been a junior. He's a guy there that is one of their better players. They just have a lot of talent on this team, and they've really put a lot of effort into defense, which I have to respect. Last year and in years past, this team has really struggled on the defensive end, but they put a little bit more into it this year. But you look at the games against Northern Kentucky, you have to wonder, where's the defense going to come from in this game? Both these teams, very efficient, very good offensively, both top 100 in efficiency, both very good from the three-point line. There's nothing to really separate these two groups, and both teams are 1 and 2 in effective field goal in the horizon. You got a total at 152. I thought it'd be more in the 150 plus, kind of in the 155-ish range. But you're only having a 152. Or I lean over. I mean, both these teams will get it. They're not going to slow tempo, and they're going to kind of play at the pace that I think is necessary. I don't know that Oakland could stop Northern Kentucky either. I lean Northern Kentucky to win, but I think the overs probably the best play. A lot of comments here coming in. What do we got here? Thank you, Ryan. Good luck. Jar Jar's checking in. Corey H, Lucky, Lloyd, Sean Robertson checking in. Deshaun Jackson to the Eagles. I didn't see that. I think that is just a rumor at this point. I don't know that's set in stone yet. Actually, I'm sorry. Looks like according to Jeff McClain, who's an Eagles beat writer, Deshaun Jackson has been acquired in a trade with the Bucs. So there we go. Looks like it's a 6th round and 7th rounder. Great. Nothing like taking the top off. Listen, I couldn't be more happier. I'm so ecstatic that Deshaun is back. He's one of my favorite players when he was here. A lot of people will shred the guy, but he is Philadelphia. He's a guy that a lot of people love around here. We're happy to see he is back. I'm very much excited about it, and I couldn't be happier. It's just great. You get a burner over the top. I just love it. I just love it. I'm very happy about that. They're making moves. Bringing Malik Jackson. Love that move. Look, I didn't love the Jason Peters. But look, I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's kind of finish out the card here. A couple other comments here. What about an action reverse with Hofstra St. Mary's? Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. I don't really have much on St. Mary's. What do we got here? King Albert, what's up? James Wolf, what's up, Albert? Appreciate that. Money line on Pepperdine. MyBookie should stop doing drugs. What about the under in the Green Bay Wright State game? Didn't really look at that. Swamp Monster. Hey, big man. I just wanted to say sorry for being a bad viewer. I said some small negative things about you on another stream, and I was just mad, and I'm sorry for the things I said. I didn't mean it. I hope you can forgive me. Swamp Monster, that's very nice of you. Listen, brother, if you said stuff about me in another stream, it used to bother me, but I don't care. Unfortunately, you can't be someone everybody likes. I've learned over the last few months to really just let that stuff go through one ear and out the other. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm just kind of staying in the cut anymore, not really worried about what anyone else thinks. I don't really care about other shows. I don't care about anyone else. I'll tell you guys right now, and this is 100% honest, after basketball season, I'm not going to be around much. I'm going to do one show a day, and that's it. I'm not going to be on Twitter very often. If you want to find me, you can email me. I'm trying to kind of simplify my life more and really get out and do some other things. My life over the last few years has been very consumed with sports betting. If an opportunity arises where I can showcase what I have to do, then that's great. But summer's coming. I have some big news coming up that I'm going to share with all of you when the time is right. And, I plan to really kind of just live my life and have fun. My girl's been important. I want to see my family a lot more. I think I'm going to be moving very soon. So, obviously, the summer, the shore, I'm definitely going to be just taking some steps away. I'm going to have just one show a day going over the baseball card, and that's going to be it. I'm really trying to see. I've done a lot in this business already. I've been there. I've done that. I don't need it to really prove anyone to anything anymore. If you like me, you like me, and if you don't, you don't. I really don't care much anymore. So I'm looking forward to having a great rest of the season here and getting into the summer and that kind of stuff. What's up, Marco? Thanks for watching. Am I having a kid? No, I'm not having a kid, as far as I know. Thanks for watching, Mr. C's. Nick Foles is a richer man. Yes, he is. That's so correct. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. Corey H, thanks for watching. Thank you, Robbie. They're very nice, very kind. Thank you, buddy. I try to do everything I can. So I appreciate that. You're very, very nice. Let's move on. Pepperdine and Gonzaga. Gonzaga lane 24, total 156.5. You look at Pepperdine, obviously, going to try to do the unthinkable tonight and beat Gonzaga. It's not going to happen. But I do think Pepperdine can cover, and I'll tell you a couple reasons why. You look at a lot of people, and while this is frightening, and it is frightening because you're literally playing 4 games in 5 nights. That's really what you're doing here. It's your 4th game in 5 nights, and that's really taxing. Luckily, you got a day off yesterday, which is great. If they would have had to play Gonzaga night to night, that would be frightening because Gonzaga would most likely run them out of the gym. And Gonzaga might do that here. But I do think there's a key in the game for Pepperdine. You look at this team. Lorenzo Romar coaching them. Good coach, knows what he's doing. Colby Ross is good. Edwards, Cooper, Darnell Dunn, solid players. But you look at how you can stay in a game if you're getting points like this. The keys to staying in a game as a big underdog is, A, can you get to the line and make free throws? B, can you make 3-point shots? And they check both boxes. They play with some pace. You look at Pepperdine, 76% for the free throw line this year, 23rd in the country. They're also 28th in 3-point offense, 38%. So this is a team that, if they can just make, and I know it's a big if they can make 11 threes, I think they'll cover. Question is, can they make 11 threes? Because I haven't been in love with Gonzaga's 3-point defense lately. They weren't particularly good against the Pacific Tigers a couple weeks ago. But what's crazy about them is, they can still win by 20 plus. That's how crazy. They didn't even play well in that game, and they still won by 20 plus. So it's dangerous. Gun to my head, I would take Pepperdine for sure. John Sullivan, thanks for watching. Appreciate that, Jar Jar. Thank you, Captain. Very kind. No problem, Swamp. It's all good. Wofford, UNC Greensboro, we'll get to in a little bit. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Exactly. We got 340 people in here. Let's keep that up. Do me a favor, retweet the show if you haven't done that. I'd really appreciate the kind words and appreciate the retweet. Also, do me a favor. Check out our sponsor, MyBookie, one of the great books in the business right now. A lot of great contests, a lot of great bonuses, a lot of great prop bets. I know a lot of people mentioning the prop bets. Also, keep in mind you can bet all the conference tournaments at MyBookie. You look at the conference tournament odds right now as we speak. They have a couple already. You can bet the MEAC. You can go bet Norfolk State if you want. Right now at MyBookie, you can go bet Buffalo. You can bet the Sun Belt. You think Georgia Southern or Georgia State's going to get the job done? What do you like in the ACC or the Southwestern Conference? In the SWAC, you can bet that as well. All that stuff can be bet at MyBookie. Use promo code BMOC. Get yourself a 50% bonus up to $1,000. So if you put $300, they're going to give you $150. So it's very, very lucrative. Get yourself going with a nice little bankroll as we head into the March season. Make sure you're using MyBookie promo code BMOC. Eric Leduc, hi from Scotland. How about that? Leduc is in Scotland. That's great. Awesome stuff. We're in Scotland. I love Glasgow. Glasgow is great. I'm a big Celtic supporter. Celtic. I fucking hate Rangers. It's fucking great. I love Scotland, one of my favorite areas. Let's keep it moving. We thank all of you for checking us out. Plenty of people in here. Pepperdine has been a pretty dog this year with some big numbers. Exactly. That's a great call. SMU under is a lock. SMU doesn't play tonight, Ashley, unless you're talking about something else. Maybe talking about St. Mary's. St. Mary's College. They're not a university, but I think we all know what you meant there. Do we own a kilt? Exactly. Do you own a kilt, Eric Leduc? I'm sure you do. Captain says the prop bets are money on MyBookie. Well, that's great. There you go. Matthew George, what's up? Hit the like buttons in here. Always a good reminder to hit the like button when hit the like button appears. That's great advertising. It allows me to not really have to say it because it's just like, so if I say hit the like button and then 5 minutes later hit the like button comes in, it's great because he could do it for me. What's my favorite sushi roll? What a good question. I will go with shrimp tempura for sure. As far as roll, I guess, I don't know, maybe people don't consider shrimp tempura roll. I would say, I don't know, smoked salmon's pretty great. Always a good and solid roll. Chicken tempura. I always like all that stuff. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff Olette. Thanks for watching, man. Robbie Top says he likes San Diego to win outright against St. Mary's. I don't disagree. I think that's a good call by you. This is not a vintage St. Mary team. If you know anything about San Diego, this team has been pretty solid over the years. Really nice group there with Owen Carter and Isaiah Pinheiro and Wright, Tyler Williams. A good team. 3 straight wins to get to this spot. You beat a good BYU team the other night, beat them up pretty badly. I don't disagree with you. They didn't fare well against St. Mary's this year. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. I think if you're going to take a shot with a doggy, I would do that. Good call. Big Tom, thanks for retweeting. Mike Ireland, all you guys. Bernie. Who else we got here retweeting the show? Me and Chris did it. Jay Rhodes. Preston. Jeff Bailey, thank you. Mike Book, Ian Leslie, my man Ian Leslie, thanks, buddy. The kid from Michigan, Gunston, thanks for watching. D. Sorrento. Raymond Yergs, the guy that always retweets the show. Big, I know he's a big Laker fan. I'm sure he's not very happy with the recent goings on with that country, or with that team. Sorry, not country. That's no good. Do I follow European basketball or any players over there? Yes, I do. I'm more of a FIBA. I like Olympic basketball, but I don't really follow the leagues a ton, but I know what's going on for the most part. Let's keep it going. What else do we have here? Western Illinois, North Dakota State. Obviously pretty amazing that Western Illinois is in this game after beating South Dakota State. Obviously a big letdown game. No real opinion on that one. Fort Wayne and Omaha. Big total here. I like Fort Wayne. I think they're going to find a way to win this game. I think they're going to win this conference, and I believe that. I think if they can get the job done tonight, they will win this conference. I think we all deserve to see them in the tournament. They're a terrific shooting team. John Conchar's fantastic. Really love John Kaufman as a coach. Great guy, good coach. I think they can beat Omaha tonight. Good guard play in this game. Should be a fun game to watch. Should be a lot of points here. Total is very high, though, at 162.5. Greensboro and Wofford. Listen, I have no interest in anything but Wofford in this game. I just don't think Greensboro could score against Wofford. You look at the 2 games this year, they were destroyed in both. Greensboro, they scored 43 and 50 points. They're just a bad offensive team. I just don't think anyone's going to beat Wofford. I think they're that good. They made mincemeat yesterday of East Tennessee State, scored 81 points in that game. I mean, what makes anyone think Greensboro is going to do anything here? They scored 43 and 50 in the 2 games this year. You're not going to tell me anything but Wofford here. I'm not going to overthink it either. We have some an interesting comment here. LeBron is overrated. No way he's better than Jordan. Listen, all due respect, but I mean, you can't be serious, right? I mean, you do know LeBron James is averaging 27, 9, and 8. I mean, I'm not sure what you want. What more do you want from him? I mean, their free agents have sucked. I mean, they're young players. Lonzo Ball's been out. Brandon Ingram, I think, has been injured. I mean, what do you want? Look, I get LeBron James does things off the court that you don't always love, but, I mean, LeBron James has been I mean, he's the best player in the world. What are you talking about? Listen, this is the wrong place to come on here and whine about LeBron James. I'm a big fan, so, you know. When they take a break, I'm not sure what you're talking. What break? What are you talking about? Break? I mean, the season will be over. I'm not sure what break you're talking about. I didn't say I'm taking a break. I said I'm just not going to be on Twitter. That's what I said. I didn't say I'm taking a break. My business is just not going to be all over there. I'm not taking a break. I'm just not going to be giving so much stuff out. I'm not saying he. What does that mean? He doesn't give up. What are you talking about? What is he giving up? Absolutely saying go see Bob Saget stand up. Interesting. Can't say that's ever been on a list of mine, but maybe I'll consider it someday. Yeah, exactly. Yergs knows. Look, does it? Do I like seeing LeBron fail after spurning Philadelphia? Kind of, but he's still the best player in the world. You know. One or two more here. Monmouth Iona, the MAC championship. Look, I think Iona wins the championship. I think Monmouth is a team that could hang around and cover, but I'm not going out of the way to really get involved in this game. I don't really bet the MAC much. Not really my thing. I hate both MACs, for anyone that's curious. Delaware State, Savannah State. I mean, should Savannah State ever really be laying 7.5 points to anybody? I mean, we all know how bad this team is. I've went off on their coach before. I'm not going to do it again here, but I mean, the last time they played, it was 76-73. I mean, what ridiculous drug do you have to smoke to lay 7.5 with Savannah? I mean, let's say they do cover. Do you really want to sit on your seat doing that? I would. LeBron should have went to Philly. Great point. Do I do money line parlays? No. If LeBron was on Chicago State, would they get to the Sweet 16? Exactly. Good point. Listen, he can't do everything. What are you expecting to bring the ball up, rebound, shoot threes, coach, be a fucking GM? What more do you want from him to do? I mean, get out of here with that. Without LeBron James, they would have fucking 12 wins. Have you guys seen this team without LeBron? Like, give me a fucking break. The hell are you guys watching? Listen, nobody's saying, Georgia, that he's the business guy that Jordan is. Nobody's saying that. I love Michael Jordan. But it's to say he's nowhere near Jordan is ridiculous. Have you seen them without him? I mean, come on. Brian Rowe checking in, saying, love it, big man. Thanks for watching. What else do we have here? To skip Bayless burner? Okay, well, sorry. No, George is a good guy. He just doesn't like LeBron. Look what happened to Cleveland. Exactly. Look at Cleveland now. Cleveland's one of the worst teams in the league. Give me a fucking break. You talk about community-wise, LeBron's the best. It's not even close. Michael Jordan was a dickhead. Michael Jordan does shit for Michael Jordan. He doesn't do anything for anyone else. So if you say to me, hey, big man, Michael Jordan was a great businessman. He's rich. You're right. He's a fucking billionaire. He's that rich. But what does that do for the community? Michael Jordan doesn't give a fuck about the community. LeBron James is rich and he is compassionate and does stuff for the community. Michael Jordan couldn't even sign autographs for people. So it really depends on what kind of athlete and professional businessman do you want to be? Do you want to be a businessman that makes differences in his community? Or do you want to just be Michael Jordan, the rich guy that is an inconsiderate prick? I'm not saying he didn't make the NBA. I'm not saying nothing like that. But you're making Michael Jordan out to be this savior. I love Michael Jordan. I have Jordans for days. But I don't think anyone would disagree that he wasn't the greatest guy in the world. Exactly, Native Queen. Native Queen, great call. Native Queen is 100% right. And again, if that's what you want to be, cool. But how many fucking boats can you water ski behind? It's that simple. I mean, you got to be a fucking nice person and a good person at the end of the day. LeBron James is the ultimate consummate person and professional. Jordan is a compulsive gambler. Well, so many of you guys are too. So, I mean, I get it. Who cares about that? That doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter that he's a compulsive gambler. I mean, a lot of us are. But Cavs are 16-50. There you go. 16-50. Like, come on. Exactly, Deanism. He does. It's the end of his career, Russ. What are you talking about? It's the end of his career. What should he do? I hear what you're saying, but I respect both players. I love both. I have Michael Jordan fucking behind me. He is the man. He's my favorite player ever, other than Allen Iverson. But I love LeBron as well. And I've seen LeBron James do shit that nobody else can do. It's just that simple. And if I was rich as fuck, I would be a compulsive gambler also. Just because you go to the casino does not mean you're a compulsive gambler. But again, I mean, I love Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan sneakers. I love, Michael Jordan's great. Look, to me, Allen Iverson is the greatest player ever. But that's just in my head. I also think, certain places have good cheesesteaks and other people don't. I think some pizza's really good that people don't. It's my opinion. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it for watching. Come visit me at Palace Station. I would if I was in Vegas, but I'm not. Do I ever fool with FanDuel or DraftKings? Yes, I have. Yeah, I mean, no one will argue that. From the size perspective, Allen Iverson was the pound-for-pound best player ever. I mean, during his time at that size. How awful is Bally's in AC? I don't think Bally's is awful. What's awful about it? What's awful about Bally's? What's that about? I don't mind Bally's. What does it matter, Marlon? The show's over. We went over the games. What more do you want? What do you want, Marlon? Do you want me to just sit and talk about games over again? We gave our opinion. We're 40 minutes into the show, Marlon. What do you mean? We talked about the games. Someone asked about LeBron and Jordan, and we're having a discussion about it. I mean, I'm not sure what else you want. It's a college hoop show. We went over all the games. Yeah, we're just hanging out, bro. I mean, do you have something else you want to talk about or what? I don't know what else to say. I mean, I appreciate Marlon for watching, but I don't know what else he wants. Do I still look Northeastern to win the tournament? Yes, I do. I'll be at Ocean Resort. I'll also be at probably Hard Rock at some point as well. I saw the guy that hit Jack Grealish the other day got 14 weeks in prison. Which, look, I think that's fantastic. He should. It's pathetic. It was disgusting, and good for Jack Grealish to score the winning goal. I thought that was pretty cool as well. I don't know what the stewards are doing there. You got to get on the field and get him off before he hurts anybody. Pathetic. I mean, those stewards at football matches are pathetic. I mean, we've all seen them. I mean, they're useless. They just sit there and watch the game. What the fuck are we paying for? If let's say you're a fan of Birmingham City or Aston Villa, What the fuck are you paying those stewards to do? Are they just doing that and standing there and watching the game? I mean, I don't understand. What are those stewards there to do? I don't know. Stupid. They just stand there. And it's like, oh, we're here to protect you. I mean, remember the guy at the Tottenham game? That fucking that just fucking was like patting people down. He wasn't even touching them. Remember that guy? It's like a big meme now. I mean, what the fuck is that guy all about? But hey, good for Jack Grealish to basically put that behind him very quick. If you saw him after, you would. By the way, Jack Grealish, great hair. Has anyone ever seen Jack Grealish's hair? I mean, guy's got some amazing hair. What a coif. I mean, just really good hair, I got to say. From one hair man to another, good for Jack Grealish. Crazy. How about Antonio Brown going to the Raiders? Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want Antonio Brown, kind of a lot of money though. No, I didn't see that, Brandon. Yeah, he's got great hair, man. Great fucking hair. No, I appreciate good hair. I mean, the kid has good hair, I have to say. Very, very, very impressive. Now the Eagles have to go out and get some safety help and a running back, and then I'll be very happy. I wasn't a big fan of the Peters restructure. I mean, the dude's always hurt. I mean, but I mean, I guess there's not much else you can do, really. I mean, you're not going to play Vitae. But I mean, I would think in the draft they're going to have to address that. My favorite play would be I honestly like Wofford. I think they beat up fucking. I think they beat up UNC Greensboro. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all watching. I will be on Periscope a little bit later, talking about some things. Hopefully, we have a winner tonight on the premium card. We have one play. Looking forward to that. Hopefully, we can get a job done there. And hope you all have a great night. Enjoy it. It's very nice around here. It's like in the 50s. So if you're out there, enjoy it a little bit. I was out a little bit earlier. It's very nice. And that's going to be it, guys. How did the Birmingham field rusher not get a lifetime ban? Good question. I think he got 10 years from what I saw. Did I see James Dolan tell a player to – yeah, I did. I retweeted that and called him a prick. What's the premium play tonight? Don't worry about it. Maybe you should buy it and you can get it. Settle down, Hamburg. What do I think of the MAC games tonight? I don't have much opinion on them. I don't really bet the MAC too much. I did a MAC preview, but I'm not really big into it. What's the best Philly in Philly? Is Rocky real? Are you having a kid? No, I'm not having a kid. Is Rocky real? No, he is not. The best Philly in Philly. I guess you're talking about cheesesteak. Yeah, I don't know. I pretty much answered that. Rob Vino and Drew Martin said the Zags roll. Good for them. I disagree. Brett Aletta chiming in saying Mahomes will win for years. Maybe. Yeah, they are asked every day. That's a good point. That's a good fucking point. Kyle Hamburg always quick to the draw with those little jabs. You're dead right. They are always asked. Where can you get artwork like mine? Well, I mean, it really depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for mob figures and stuff, I can get you into it with a good guy. If you're looking for the stuff behind me, you'd have to find it on the internet. I can't even remember where I got those. Is Pats and Geno's overrated? Yes. Though I like Pats because it's open 24 hours. But, I mean, there's a lot of good places. Drew Martin, not the smartest guy to tell. All right. On that note, guys, we are out of here. You all have a nice night. Thanks for watching. For the record, I actually like Drew Martin. He's always been nice to me. Everyone have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.